What is going on, guys? How's it going today? My name is Scapenomics, and welcome back to another flipping and money-making live stream. And I just wanted to say, holy cow, we have a lot of people waiting over on YouTube for the stream today, so welcome everybody. We have Naruto Anime, Lord Cringewalker, Peppa Chicken, who else do we have in here? Lewintag, Alharith, good to see everybody here today. Thank you guys for tuning in. Now, we're going to get right into the flipping session today. We're going to be going for a quick hour today, and just a couple quick announcements before we get right into it, guys. Just wanted to say right off the bat that this will be the last stream for about a week and a half potentially, so just keep that in mind. I will schedule further streams on YouTube once I know the date that they're going to come up, but we're taking a little bit of a break for the Christmas holiday, and I won't be around my computer, so I do apologize. That being said, we will have some video uploads in the pipeline ready to go for you guys, so you can at least enjoy those in the meantime. Now, on top of that as well, we are coming down to our last final days for submissions on the flipping competition. Now, we currently have a flipping competition going on in the Discord group right now, and basically it's just to show you guys and show the community and bring everyone together really, and show flipping creativity. So if you want to learn more about that competition, go check out the hashtag flipping competition channel in our Discord group. And if you're not with us on Discord, there is a link in the description below for that. Good to see everybody today, and let's get into it. So let's go ahead and do the Dragon Claws right off the bat today. I have been looking for a good margin on these for quite some time, about the last 2 weeks or so, and we haven't had too much luck. So we'll see if we can get something good going on them today. I really hope we can. Now, for those of you who have maybe not been flipping for the past, I would say, week or so, well, the market is currently on a pretty hard downward trend, it looks like. So that is making some of these margins a lot larger. We're going to see if we can capitalize on that movement. Also, let's do the Armadillo crossbow right off the bat as well. We'll trade a few of these and we'll get those ready to go. And please excuse me while I go ahead and list all of these items. We will get to the live chat right afterwards, so don't you worry. You guys know that I love talking with the chat, so we're going to get to that in just a second here. But that being said, we're going to get the Armadillo crossbows up, looking at about a 25k margin on those, which is not that great, but definitely worth flipping. Now, we're going to do the Dragonfire shield as well, just because I think if the Armadillo crossbow has a 25k margin, we might even be able to do a Dragonfire shield for a better margin than the Armadillo crossbow, so it's worth a shot. And holy cow, it is going to be a better margin than the Armadillo crossbow. That just goes to show you that the more expensive the item doesn't necessarily mean the more profit. So keep that in mind. Now we're going to go ahead and list 7 of those Dragonfire shields, and we'll let them do their thing. We still have 1 billion GP. Oh my god. This is the thing about flipping with so much cash, is it's like, not okay, that sounded like a flex, but I wasn't really trying to flex. It's just you list so many flips and you just have to keep going and going and going, because what used to be really expensive items for you are like just now normal items, and it's just honestly quite an interesting thing. It's just like it goes to show you how much you've grown as a flipper. King Success over on YouTube says, or excuse me, on Twitch, he says, notification gang, good to see you, King Success. Lots of people in here today. Lake, good to see you as well. We have Alharith, he says, for the flipping competition, don't be scared about not having the best margin. I recommend you post the flip regardless, as there are not too many submissions, so the odds are in your favor. Fenris popping in over on YouTube as well. He says, what's up? And Jay Hefner, whew, good to see everybody. Oh my gosh. Now, give me a moment while I'm getting all these flips set up today. I will keep going through our kind of announcements for today, so we can get everybody on the same page, but we'll continue with those in a couple minutes here. Let's do the Bandos chestplate next. We'll see if we can get a good margin on those. Again, just hunting those medium volume items right now, seeing if we can get some good margins on them, because medium volume items have been the absolute king these past few days here. This past weekend for sure was definitely making a lot of money on these kind of like medium volume items. So we're going to try and see if we can get that same exact kind of situation here today. And 743 mils still left in the stack. You guys know what that means. Imbued Hearts, Abyssal Bludgeons, and Primordial Boots are what we're going to flip in these last couple of slots, just to try to use up the rest of this cash. How are you guys doing today? I hope you are doing well. Be sure to drop a like if you are enjoying the live stream. It really does help me out a lot. And if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. We would love to have you. Now, we're going to list 7 of the Imbued Hearts, currently looking at about 150k margin on those. Also, let's do the Primordial Boots next, because Prim Boots, they can kind of take some time to fill the entire limit, so we might as well get those in as soon as we can, and we'll just let those kind of sit for a while and do their thing. And yeah, pretty good margin on the Prims as well, a little bit over 30k it looks like, so that's perfect. We'll go ahead and flip 10 of them, and we'll do the Abyssal Bludgeons as well in the meantime. Oh my gosh, we're rapid fire listing today, guys. Whew! Let's get all these things out of the way here. And we'll get to my personal favorite part of the stream here in a second, which of course is talking with you guys, seeing what you guys are flipping, how you guys are doing. I hope you guys are doing well, and let's go ahead and get these bludgeons listed. About a 50k margin on each of those, which is actually pretty bad, but I think we're going to try and flip it anyway. Anyway, guys, how are you guys today? You guys doing well? Okay, good. Hoi Fam says, good luck with the flipping. Thank you so much, man. We have Naruto Anime. He says, I am doing good. Good to hear that, Naruto. I am so happy for that. Anyway, we have Peppa Chicken says, is checking margins manually better than using GE Tracker? There's pros and cons. Doing a manual margin check will give you the most accurate margin at the time, but of course you're going to have to pay some money to get that margin check, so it's not always the best way to do it. For example, that's why I don't recommend checking low volume items manually in game, because the cost of checking that margin is going to be very, very high, and there's no guarantee that you flip the item. So that's kind of my thought process on it. But anyway, Lord Cringewalker says, how do I submit for the flipping competition? Go read in the Discord group in the fan flips rules and the flipping competition sections. There's all the rules on how to submit in there as well. Go check that out. Go read up on it. Any flip qualifies. You just have to follow the guidelines for that. And guys, please, please, please enter the flipping competition. We don't have a lot of entries right now, and we really want as many as we can so we can have a fun community event. Like, don't be discouraged if you think your flip is not good enough. Literally, every flip is good for this competition. I promise you. I promise you. So anyway, I'm really looking forward to running that. So I'm just hoping we can get a few more submissions. Submissions end Christmas Eve, okay? If your flip is not submitted by Christmas Eve at 11:59 p.m., December 24th, your flip will not be included. So be sure to get your flip into the competition, because you can win upwards of, I think it's like 15 mil in prize loot if you win first place, and you get the bonus as well. So be sure to check out all the rules on that, and get situated, get familiar with those rules. Now, also, on top of that, just before we get back to the flipping here, I did want to mention that this will be the last stream for about a week and a half, potentially 2 weeks or so. I am taking a little bit of a break for the Christmas holiday, and I won't be around my computer, so expect streams to resume probably, 2021, I would say, very early 2021, probably like January 4th-ish is when we'll have the next stream. So just keep that in mind. I do apologize for not giving you guys a better heads up on that, but of course, if you guys want to reach me over that break, be sure to tune in to the Discord group. I'll be posting all my sweet gains from flipping on mobile in the group, so I would love to catch up with you guys in there over the holidays. Now, back to the flipping content, and we've got everything moving right now, which looks pretty good here. Not super concerned about any of my listings besides the Prim Boots. We haven't gotten any of those yet, so we'll keep a close eye on those. We're not going to let those sit for more than 5 minutes. Jesus Fernandez says, hello, good to see you, Jesus. We have Unshaven Sup. He says, hey, man, I just wanted to see... oh, okay. What's up, Unshaven Sup? Good to see you, man. We have Ryan Sellers says, Tormentor bracelets last night were at 11,800,000 each. Now they're at like 200k lower, praying they go back up. I hope so too, but I don't know if that's going to be likely, to be quite honest. Now, we do have these Bandos chest plates coming in. We're going to list those back onto the exchange and sell them off for a small profit. Currently down about 365k in profit, but as you guys know, we're going to turn that around in absolutely no time. And maybe we'll even cycle into some more expensive items here after a couple of minutes. Lewintag420 over on YouTube asks, what is your opinion on having a flipping partner? Just like one person where you tell each other every flip you're finding. I think that's a great idea. That's why, well, basically that's why I created the Discord in the first place, was to get like-minded people or like-minded traders in the same group together so they could think about flips and strategies and kind of like share ideas with each other. I think you know, the Discord community is so you can find people like that who have a similar goal as you, and I think finding one person and just like sharing everything with them is a fantastic idea, because that is going to like, you know, you're going to start to trust that person a lot, right? Because they're sharing a lot of information with you, you're sharing a lot of information with them, you've got this like beneficial relationship, basically. Not a sexual one, beneficial one, where you guys are kind of like making money, not together, but you're giving each other the same opportunities, right? So I think it's a very advantageous thing. On top of that, as well, as you go forward, they might have a good investment opportunity that they'll bring to you and things like that, and you'll just be able to make more money in the long run. So I think that's a great idea, Lewintag. It's a great question. Now, Jay Hefner over on Twitch says, are multiple buying limits allowed in the 24-hour limit? Of course. Yep, you can do multiple buying limits. That's absolutely not a problem. You can also do it across multiple accounts. That is not against the rules. World of RS says, greetings. Good to see you, World. Thank you for tuning in today, my man. I'm new to the game, so I probably won't flip until I get at least 500 mil. You can start flipping with as little as 10 mil, but starting with 500 mil would be fantastic. But I would encourage you to do a little bit of flipping to get up there and kind of like make your way to that 500 mil cash tag, because I think what you're going to find is flipping helps a lot with the money making. Stooflees1 says, what's up, noob? Good to see you, Stoof. Thank you for tuning in today. And of course, I didn't touch the primordial boots when I said I was going to, so we're going to give those a slight adjustment as well. And let's go ahead and, you know, I was really hoping those were going to buy, but that's fine. We'll just give it a slight price increase, and we'll flip about 10 of those. There's no sexual in RuneScape players, says Alharith. Oh, God. It's true, unfortunately. I'm a living embodiment of that. Ice-T says, this is not a dating site. Unless you want to buy a GF at the Grand Exchange. They're actually pretty cheap these days. You might want to pick up one for quite a small penny. Not a recommendation, of course, just a suggestion. But anyway, guys, thank you guys for tuning in today. If you are watching over on YouTube, definitely smack that like button. It would help me out a ton as a small creator. Just another quick announcement. I'm going to say the announcements a lot today. Be sure to join us on Discord and enter the flipping competition. Submissions end New Year's Eve, midnight, December 24th. Okay, so get your submissions in. On top of that as well, this will be the last stream for about 2 weeks or so until January 4th, okay? So just keep that in mind. I will miss you guys over the holidays, but of course, you can connect with me on Discord and keep up with my flipping gains over on the Discord platform. So we'd love to have you on there as well. Whew. Welcome, everybody. Today, let's make some bank. Stoof says, back to one account flipping. The only reason I'm doing one account today is because I didn't want to pay for a bond for my alt account this is like the last stream, basically, right? You know, I'll probably flip a little bit tomorrow. I'll try to get some footage as I'm trying to finish the overnight guide before I leave for the holidays. And then Wednesday I'm leaving. So, I mean, I won't have anything after that, really. But I didn't want to pay for a bond just to, like, not really flip on the other account. Because, look, okay, I hate mobile. I hate playing on mobile. I hate flipping on mobile. And I'm not signing out of my main account on mobile because I'm too freaking lazy to log back in because I hate typing on mobile. Hey, am I the only one? Okay, I can't be the only one who's like, typing on mobile freaking sucks. Well, not when you're texting someone, but when you're playing like RuneScape, like, oh my god, it just sucks. Flipping GFs is where the real GP is at. I think that's called pimping, I think. I completely avoid mobile, says Fenris. Dude, I don't know what it is. I mean, I like mobile for checking flips and stuff like that, but I really don't like mobile for everything else, basically. And, you know, I could not do an active flipping session on mobile. That would crush my spirits. I'm not about to fat finger fail some flips. Hey, on mobile, you will, I promise. It's happened to me many times. World of RS says last one this year. Yes, it is the last one this year, World. Technically. Technically the last one this year. If you want to be, you know, if we're going to get into technicals. Yes, that is the case. You taking a Christmas break? Yes, I'm going home to see my family for the holidays, so I won't have access to my computer in that time, because I'm not going to bring it with me, right? So, yes, unfortunately, you know, look, I would love to stream, but I'm not going to bring my computer with me, so unfortunately, I will not be able to. That being said, we will have some uploads for you guys to enjoy, and I'm trying to get a few more done before I head out, so don't you worry. I always got you guys covered on the content. Now, we're going to do the Necklace of Anguish next. We'll get a few of those going here. Josh Jones says, hello again, bro. Long time no see. How's it going? Good to see you, Josh Jones. Thank you for tuning in again, man. What made you decide to come back for the technically last stream of 2020? It is good to see you, though, man. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you are enjoying it. I'm a little bit hyped up today. We got all of the imbued hearts. We're going to turn around and sell those as well. Finally profitable in the session today, which is a good sign. Mobile stream, Lamau. Oh, God, that would be so awful. Oh, my goodness. I mean, if you played on mobile a lot, you'd probably get used to it. Like, if you're someone who has, like, a long commute for work or something and you wanted to play on mobile, I'm sure you'd get used to it. Josh Jones says, leagues took over my life. Just finished work, not really playing leagues anymore after 44k points. Okay, I see you, man. I see you. Yeah, I did some leagues. I did one league stream, and then I was like, this sucks. And then I didn't do another one. I don't know what it is. You know, I don't like restarting my progress. It's just not for me. Or Iron Man content. Like, is even RuneScape content for me? That's a debatable one. Someone got Infernal Cape on mobile. Oh my god. What an absolute legend. I could never do that. I couldn't even do it normally. I wouldn't even get close. Now, I let this Dragonfire Shield sit for way too long, so we're just going to cycle out of that flip really quickly. This should probably sell quite fast, if I had to guess. Jim OSRS said, imagine if the Grand Exchange had an order book. It would be freaking insane. If they put, like, a little bit more detail into, like, the information with trades in RuneScape, like, it would be crazy. Like, how many open trades there are and things like that, or, like... God, there's so much they could put in there. Or even, like, accurate volumes. I wish they incorporated, like, trade volume into the Grand Exchange itself. I think that would be, like, an actual good addition for the game that, I don't know. It's kind of overlooked by Jagex, I guess. But anyway, maybe it doesn't fit. I don't know. Would you guys like trade volume in the game? Let me know. I think it would be a worthwhile thing to implement. I might be a little bit biased on that opinion, but anyway, we're going to do the Amulet of Torture next here. Now, of course, every time I do the Amulet of Torture, I usually do the Necklace of Anguish. I always do those two in pairs because I tend to find if one has a decent margin, the other one will as well. And the Amulet of Torture doesn't have a great margin today, but it has a good enough margin to where I am going to try and flip it. Now, I did want to try to cycle in on maybe like an Inquisitor Great Helm or something and try to flip a few of those back and forth. So I'll see if I can get a good margin on it for right now. We'll pull it up on GE Tracker on the side monitor and see if we can maybe hunt something good. Let's see. We'll see what we can find. Jim OSRS says, yeah, we need some GE updates. That would be clutch. Something tells me, you know, Jagex doesn't really like flippers that much. I mean, I don't think they dislike them, but I don't think they like them either. I think they more just like merchers and stuff like that. People who are trying to like invest in updates and reveal information from Jagex. I think that tends to be the more, you know, frowned upon kind of group. But anyway. Looks like the Inquisitor Great Helm is pretty expensive. I'll try to find the margin on that, but it might take me a minute. Teresa Powis says, no RuneLight on mobile is rough. Dude, that's what I was thinking. I was like, why didn't RuneLight come out with a mobile version? That's what made me, like, curious, right? Because doesn't Jagex work with RuneLight? Like, aren't they, like, partnered together? You'd think that they would, like, release a client side by side or something like that. It actually, you know, considering we don't have one now, it's pretty shocking, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, how are we doing today? I hope you are enjoying the stream today. Just a chill stream today, right before the end of the year. And maybe towards the end of the stream, we'll talk about 2021 plans for the channel. How would you guys like to talk about that? Also, we will do another Fashionscape competition early 2021. I'm thinking like mid-January 2021, we will be doing a Fashionscape competition again. We'll kind of bring back the old roots of the channel with that Fashionscape competition. So, of course, we're going to have prizes with that as well, so hopefully you guys are looking forward to that. And it's been a while since we've had one, and I didn't list that incorrectly, by the way. So whatever the margin was, looks like we made... Okay, that sounds real good. I'm totally about that. 556k profit, instant sell as well. Didn't expect that, but we'll definitely take that into the stack. Thank you, Grand Exchange, for being so generous today. Now, we'll do we still have 342 mil, excuse me. We'll go ahead and do maybe the Grazi, I guess. No, let's do the Dragon Warhammer first. I think that'll do a lot better. And then maybe after we clear up a few more inventory slots here, or I guess Grand Exchange slots, we'll try and do some Justiciar armor as well. Looks like some of the flips might need a little bit of adjustment though. We'll make sure we're adjusting everything here. We're going to knock the Imbued Hearts down just a little bit on margin. We still should be okay on those. I'm just a little bit nervous, and I want to stay on top of that listing as much as I can. We also, we shouldn't have cut back on the Tortures, but I accidentally clicked it, so we're going to go ahead and sell them. It's not a great margin on those, so, I mean, it's fine that we don't flip the rest of them, honestly. Peppa Chicken says, what OSRS needs is a GE companion app like RS3 had. I would not want that at all. I think that's actually a really bad idea. Not to be mean. I'm just saying, that sounded really mean. I was just trying to be mean. The reason I don't want that is that moves the game closer in the direction of RS3, and I don't think we need to go that way. I don't think OSRS needs a companion app. Valor Links over on Twitch. He says, hello all. Good to see you, Valor Links. Thank you for stopping by today, man. Did you make some new Xmas plans? Basically, instead of traveling, I'm just going to my hometown. So, you know, I guess they're new plans, but they're not really plans, if that makes sense. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and sell the Armadillo crossbows back here. And we'll knock down the margin just a little bit on them. We're still very profitable on that, so I'm not going to be too concerned about it. Now, what I am concerned about is finding the margin on the Inquisitor Greathelm here. You know, I don't want to buy it for too high in price, but I have a feeling it might be relatively high priced. Okay, well, it didn't instant buy for that, so I'm not too surprised. Josh Jones says, HD OSRS is coming soon, apparently. Will you be playing it at all? When is it coming out? Wait, I didn't hear about this. Was there any new announcements or news about it? If there is, man, then I would love to learn more about it. I mean, sure, yeah, I will definitely give Old School RuneScape HD a try if it's actually coming out, but I haven't heard anything about it. Also, let's go ahead and do the Armadillo Chain Skirt here today. We've got another slot to take advantage of, so we might as well list it. We have Lloyd Tubbs saying, yo, I'm watching watching you from Wales, loving the videos, man. Thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate that, Lloyd. And welcome to the stream today. I'm glad you could catch us live today, as I feel like the live experience is the best experience. Now, who agrees, okay? Who in the chat agrees? I know some of you got to agree with that, but we always make videos on the side as well, just to keep, you know, the information consistent, to grow the viewership a little bit, to get more people interested in flipping. So anyway, hopefully you guys have been enjoying it. Honestly, I put a lot of time into my content, and I put a lot of effort into it, and it seems like you guys enjoy it, so I really do appreciate that. Basilisk Jaws are not too bad of a flip. I actually was looking at them last night. They look like they're going up in price a ton, so they would make for a good flip. Maybe potentially even stretch the margin in the upward direction on those. DJ Khaled suffering from success. That's not it, dude. We're not even a big channel. I just, I really enjoy the community we have, and, people tend to stick around for quite some time, and it's just a good feeling. Count progress stream when you come back, says Alharith. Yeah, you want to do one? We could definitely do one. What I was thinking is, let me know if you guys would agree with this, or if there's any interest for this, because we might as well talk about 2021 plans for the channel while you guys are here for the last stream of 2021, or 2020, oh my god, technically, right? So, but anyway, would you guys want to see an account progress stream instead of a flipping stream every day of the week, right? So maybe I was thinking we could do Monday, Wednesday, Saturday flipping, and Friday we could do account progress or bossing content for the channel. So if that is something you guys would want, let me know. That way we'd have 3 flipping sessions a week live for you guys, and a account progress and PVM stream that is more relaxed, more off the chain kind of deal, and I'll actually make some gains for once on my account, because I've actually kind of had a hunch to play some RuneScape recently, so I'd definitely be back down to get into, I would be down to do that if you guys would want to do it, but I can't squeeze another stream in. I mean, 4 streams a week is already a lot for me, and on top of that, I got to do videos, so it's kind of a lot to begin with, so we'd have to replace that stream with another thing. But anyway, let me know. Lewintag says, with RNG being such a big factor in RuneScape PvP, do you ever see its esports getting any bigger? I personally don't, sadly. Lewintag, unfortunately, at this state in time, I do agree. The outlook for competitive esports, specifically for RuneScape, is quite bad. So, unfortunately, I agree with you, man. Let's see, we have Andrew Johnson saying, the only flip I can really do and afford is buying alcohols. I need to make like 20 mil for construction, so I'm trying to flip a lot recently. Well, Andrew, let me know if I can help you out in any way, give you any flipping tips, tricks, or strategies for your cash stack. Let me know how much you're working with, and I might be able to recommend a few things. Now, we did get those necklaces of anguish off, which is really, really great. We're going to go back on I think we're going to do the Armadillo helmets. I think last stream we did these for a really solid margin, so let's get those in and try to buy and sell a few of those and get them on their way. You know how it is. 1.4 mil in profit so far, not too bad. Not a great margin on the Armadillo helmets, but good enough to flip. So we'll keep a close eye on that. If it takes too long, we'll just cycle out of it. That sounds good. I'll join it with you, says Alharith. Good, man. 1 account, 1 PVM, and 2 flipping. No, I think we do 3 flipping, then 1 account progress slash PVM content, whatever we're really feeling for the day, is what we'll do. But dude, I want to get a pet so freaking bad. I cannot get a pet for the life of me, okay? So whatever we do, guys, 2021, here are the 2021 goals, okay? 1 is hopefully, if we can get there and I can put out some solid content for you guys, 10,000 subscribers. That's my goal for 2021. By the end of 2021, I think that's very reasonable for the channel. Now, on top of that as well, getting a pet in old school RuneScape, okay? So, come 2021, if you don't see me doing any bosses, okay, you guys gotta yell at me, all right? Because I really do want to get a pet in old school RuneScape. It has been such a long time goal, and I cannot believe that I still do not have one. And yeah, those are really the only 2 goals. Besides that, it's just keeping consistent, staying on track in 2021, and having a great time with you guys. So thank you so much for tuning in today. Thank you so much for all the continued support on the year, guys. Really has been incredible. This year has definitely been the biggest as far as YouTube goes for me. So thank you all for the support on that. And leave a like if you're enjoying, man. It really does help me out a lot. Now, let's go ahead and sell these Dragon Warhammers back. If those sell, that's actually going to be some bank. So, I'm not really very hopeful for it, but if it does, hey, we'll make a pretty penny off of it. Jesus at Work says, what does your monthly/weekly profit look like? I think on the week right now, we're at 94 mil in profit. In the past month, we're about 135 mil, which only, wait, only 40 mil in 3 weeks? Well, I guess that's, it is what it is. But, I guess this week's been pretty good for me. I haven't done a ton of flipping these past couple of days, but yeah, I've done a decent amount. I mean, I did a video, which will be up sometime over my, like, holiday break, I guess, where I did make a little bit of bank, so you guys will see that one. But anyway. J555 says, hey, it's Joey. Good to see you, Joey. Thank you for tuning in, man. And see you later, Lake. Thank you for tuning in as well. And we also got these imbued hearts sold off, so we have 305 mil left to deploy back onto the Grand Exchange. You know, I'm thinking we go ahead. I really do want to do maybe another one of those Armadillo pieces, right? Because they were doing really well before, and the chain skirts are doing really excellent as well. So I think we're going to cycle back into the Armadillo chest plate here, see if we can get a good margin on those. Not a great margin. We're just going to flip 2 of these and get out of that flip ASAP, as the flip was not too great. So we got to keep a close eye on this Inquisitor Great Helm here. Let's see. Wow, lots of people in the chat today. Welcome, everybody. Lord Cringewalker says, what is your daily average profit, guys? I would say my daily dude, you know, I don't even know. My daily average profit is probably like 5 mil. Honestly, like if you averaged out every day, it's probably about 5 mil. Because I don't do a flipping session every day. These live streams are basically the only flipping sessions I do. And besides, like, I really don't flip that much outside of making content, besides like overnights and stuff like that. And then I would say like once a week, I'll sit down and do like a 3-hour flipping session where I'm not really recording anything. It's just kind of my chill time. And that's usually when I make most of the bank, I would say. My goal is 1 bill. I got 600 mil. Is it possible in a year? Yeah, Peppa Chicken, that's easily doable, man. You've got that 100%. And we got 2 of the Armadillo chest plates. Let's turn around and sell those back. We do need to keep a close eye on those Dragon Claws. They're actually not selling too well. They still are selling, but it's been about 7 minutes since we've got the last one off. Also, I'm going to turn around and sell these Armadillo chain skirts as well. We'll try to get those off as well. How many times can I say as well? Oh my god. Anyway, we're gonna go list the Armadillo chain skirts back. The Dragon Warhammers, I don't know about this one, guys, okay? Because it was advertised at a 200k margin, and we currently don't have that at all, right? So we'll give that a decent knockdown in price, and we'll hope that we can actually get a few of those off. STW Bent says, what is your biggest margin flip ever? Well, one time I flipped 2 Grazi Rapiers actively for about 15.2 mil total profit. So what was that? Like a 7.5 mil margin on each of them. And it was the craziest thing I've ever done. I have a screenshot of it somewhere, but it's like way far back in my flipping logs. I'll have to find it. Then I would say there's another solid one that I had. I flipped a quantity of crossbows for 10.2 mil profit. So it was like 1 mil profit on each. But that was when like crossbows were really expensive. You know, back when they were like 200 mil or something like that. Whew, lots of questions today. Welcome, everybody, to the stream. I'm glad to have you guys here today on the last stream of 2020. So be sure to drop a like if you have been enjoying the content this year. And for those of you who just found the channel or are new to the channel, well, welcome. We're so glad to have you here today. 33 viewers over on YouTube, 5 over on Twitch. Really do appreciate the support, guys. And thank you for tuning in today. So we're going to cut back on this Inquisitor Great Helm. And actually what we're going to do next is... It's going to be quite risky, guys, and we're going to do the San Guesti, man. Now, this thing has burned me badly in the past, so today I'm hoping it doesn't do us dirty, and we actually get a decent margin on it. Oh my god, it's like, you can't even believe these margins. Like, you see them and you're like, why did I manually check that? Like, it's... Oh, man, I am a different kind of breed, I guess. Mahi says, do you know what Jagex is doing about the gambling? I personally, the gambling bots. Okay, he says, I personally trade them, and they don't do anything just to waste their time. Jagex bans them occasionally if they see them. Besides that, I don't know really what else they do. I don't think they care too much about the gambling bots, if I had to guess. We have 327 mil. Let's go ahead and do the Garazi. Actually, let's do Pegasians first, because that's like more of a, you know, we can fill up a quantity on those, and it'll be a lot easier. just to control. The Mandalorian popping in. Good to see you, Amanda. Thank you for tuning in today. We really do appreciate it. And you're just on time. Not too late, not too early. Fashionable arrival, I guess you could say, to the stream. So good to see you, Amanda. Thank you for the support today. And let's get some flips listed. Jim OSRS says, you should AFK Nightmare Zone for max combat. Super easy. You just have to check every 20 minutes and it will make bossing easier. Now, the thing about that is it actually every 20 minutes? Because I thought, I thought you had to brew, like, you had to drink absorbs. Like, I thought you had to one tick your prayer every, like, minute or so to make sure that you don't go down to 0 HP. Or 2 HP. You don't go up to 2 HP. God, I sound like such a inexperienced player when I talk about RuneScape, but I really do know what I'm talking about. Sometimes. Sanguesti staff for the early Christmas present. If it wants to succeed today, then maybe it will be, but we'll cut back on this one right now, I guess. We'll just try to get the 2 that we have off for a quick little flip here, and maybe walk away like bandits on this flip. We'll have to see. Could we get 99 thieving on the flip? It could be possible. We did get all of the Armadillo chain skirts off. We're also going to knock down the rest of the dragon claws that we have. We did actually get a decent margin on most of the claws here, but just, these last few aren't really selling. And currently our best flip for the day is 693k on the Armadillo chain skirts, which is really awesome, guys. Still 633 mil, guys. I really want to do that Inquisitor Great Helm, but I cannot find the margin on it. I really hope this doesn't instant buy. It didn't, so I hope we're around margin on that. Michael Ingram says, yo, what's up, man? I hope you have a good Christmas. I hope you do as well. Lloyd says, it's 11:35 p.m. here. See you again, man. Bye. See you later, Lloyd. Thank you for tuning in. And we got that Sanguesti staff sold off. That is so hype. If we can get the second one off as well, then it will be an early Christmas present. But for now, we just have one sold, so we basically paid for the margin check on that. And after we get that next one off, it will be pure profit from that point forward. Amazing. I'm so happy we hit one of them today, and just hope we can get that second one off as well. Now we're going to sell back the Armadillo helmets here. Oh, we got that second Sanguesti. Super nice. We're going to go back and try to flip a few more of those, I guess. Because if we don't keep flipping that, then, like, we could be missing out on some good money here, right? So we'll cycle right back into that, put it back on the table. And we'll make as much as we can from it, man. That was a super bank flip, though. I think we made about only 246k? Really? I guess we didn't make as much as we thought. We did have to make up for the margin check cost, of course, so hopefully if we can flip 3 more Sanguestis, it's going to be pure profit from there. So the icing on the cake, tons of bank coming in from that. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in today. Leave a like if you are watching over on YouTube and you are enjoying it. And thank you guys for tuning in. Really do appreciate the support. Give us a follow over on Twitch if you're watching over on there. And welcome, everybody. We have Blaze It over on Twitch. He says, I don't flip at all, but I'm passing by to say I really like your energy. Dude, thank you so much, man. I just love flipping. I think that's what really drives it, is I'm very passionate about flipping in old school RuneScape, and it always gets me motivated to flip when I see you guys. And I feel like you guys, some of you rely on me to learn how to flip. Some of you just like to stop by and see what's going on. And, I appreciate all of it. So thank you. I love getting comments like that. It's awesome. So we can still do the Tormented Bracelets, actually. So let's go ahead and give those a check. That's Zenite Jewelry that we actually didn't end up flipping, so we might as well try and flip it. Blaze It with the follow. Thank you so much, man. It's awesome. Thank you for stopping by, man, even though you don't flip. Let me ask you, why do you not flip? What is it against, like, what do you have against flipping? Do you just not enjoy it, or do you not see it as a viable moneymaker with your cash stack? I'd love to know, man. Also, guys, if you're not with us on Discord, be sure to join us with the link in the description below. This is the last stream of 2020, so I can't wait to see you guys January 4th, 2021, as we get the ball rolling again on the channel. STW says, last stream I asked for free-to-play flips, and now I have a bond, but I don't know what to flip because I don't have a lot of money. STW, let me know how much money you have, and I can recommend some flips for you with your cash stack. Jim OSRS says you can do it with just absorptions and normal difficulty bosses. There's plenty of guides on YouTube. I will definitely look into those. Thank you, man. 3 mil in the stack today, guys. Although a couple flips not looking too great. That being the Armadillo crossbow here. The what were they? The shoot, what are they called? The Bagasians have not been doing too much as well. So that's something to keep in mind here. We're still looking profitable if we can sell the Armadillo crossbows at this price point, but only for a 5k profit on each of them. So just keep that in mind. We might as well go ahead and try and flip a few of the Grazis as well, since we do have enough money to do it and we have an open slot. Would like to get some bigger margins in here today, and we're not having any luck on the Inquisitor Great Helm, even though my listing has to be competitive. Like, the thing is, this weekend, I don't know if any of you were flipping, but if you were flipping high margin items, the Inquisitor armor was so bad. I don't know what it was. The margins were non-existent. Like, they ran away or something. I have no idea. I could not make a dime on any Inquisitor I was flipping. It was so awful. But anyway. Enough of my rant. Is it Escape-nomics stream if I don't complain about the Grand Exchange, like, legitimately? Stu Fleas says, does someone else have weird replays on Twitch, or is it just me? What do you mean by weird replays? I don't really know a lot about Twitch, to be honest, but we do stream on there, so I might need to get better at it. Jasper Boss says, just found out about your account yesterday while looking for some information about flipping. Nice stream. So far, my best items have been the Ensouled Dragon Heads, Elder Chaos Armor, and Manta Rays. All great items, Jasper, but be a little bit careful with those, what are they, the Ensouled Dragon Heads. Just be a little bit careful with those, as those kind of are a lower volume item, and you can get burned on them if someone has a massive supply and they dump it right on you. So just be a little bit careful about that. But I'm glad you're enjoying the channel. I'm glad you are enjoying the live stream today. Be sure to drop a like if you are, and thank you for tuning in, man. Blaze It over on Twitch says, I don't really have a need for it. It's just not my cup of tea. Ironically, most of my wealth came from getting more valuable stuff over time. Feels good, man. Through like bossing and stuff, I'm sure. But just not a fan of being in the market. Dude, totally understandable, totally respect it. But here, you know, we love flipping and we do it every day, day in and day out. And maybe some more channel content in 2021 as far as actual progress goes in game. I would like to do like questing streams where I actually knock out quests that I've just been waiting way too long to get done. And one thing I definitely want to get unlocked for during next year at some point, hopefully, is the what's that boss called? Oh my god, I can't think of it. Volcano. That's what I want to get. I want to get that unlocked because, honestly, that like boss fight looks really fun to me. I don't know what it is about it. It just looks fun, and I want to do it. That's all. That's it. It sometimes randomly jumps like 1 to 2 seconds back in time. Oh, I will definitely take a look at that. Thank you guys for pointing that out. I don't know why that's happening, but we'll get it checked out for 2021. We'll get it all fixed up. Thank you, Stu, for letting me know, man. Tokul popping in over on YouTube. He says, hey, how is it going? Good to see you, Tokul. Thank you for tuning in, man. It is going well today. I've just got a couple things moving around on the Grand Exchange, as we always do. Currently, 3.5 mil in profit, 42 minutes into the stream. Solid performance so far, if I do say so myself. We're going to try to get in on a few of these Dexterous Prayer Scrolls, which really dipped in price recently, and I'm hoping to kind of take advantage of that fluctuation as the price looks like it sort of slightly recovers, and we'll definitely get in on about 4 of those, and we'll let those do their thing. Now, also, let's go ahead and do the Justiciar Face Guard. I said I was going to do this earlier in the stream, but I did kind of forget about flipping it. We'll do a quick margin check on that, see if we can get some good bank on it. Justiciar is like my favorite flip to do with like lower cash stacks for overnight flipping. I think the Justiciar armor is just a perfect thing to try. It's really like a good item. If you're looking to get into lower volume items, Justiciar is like a perfect entry-level item to do that, because it's not too expensive, and if it goes badly, you're not losing that much most of the time. Like, you know, mil and a half loss most for if something goes really, really badly and you have a full limit of it. I'm watching from my phone, so that might also be it. I'm sure it's probably just a Twitch problem. If you guys could just like let me know when it happens, or maybe maybe it's like lag on my end and it's causing it to do that. But just let me know like how many times it happens throughout the stream. It would be good. Good to know that. Tokul says, nice, I made 1.5 mil off a 5 mil cash stack in the past day. Your content helps a lot. I'm so glad that it's helped you out, man. And I'm just glad that you're enjoying it to begin with and you decided to check out the live stream. That means a lot. I've never been so hype about a stream before, says Naruto. Well, hey, dude, sometimes these streams, they get a little bit crazy, okay? I know it might seem like they're kind of slow and they're kind of boring, but hey, sometimes we smack a few good margins on here and stuff gets rolling and it gets out of hand. And then sometimes we chug beer as well, so there's really no guarantees when you get on this live stream. Also, these Dragon Claws, don't know what happened. The margin just kind of collapsed on us, it looks like, and we're not having a ton of luck getting these last ones off. So I'm just going to see where we bought them and try to list above the buying price. Okay, we're still above on that, so that should be okay. Should be able to get out of that without too much danger. Lord Cringewalker says, kind of the same here. I started flipping after starting to watch your streams, and now I can't leave the GE. I am just addicted to it. See, I feel like a lot of people get addicted to flipping in the short term, but hey, come back when you've been flipping straight for like 4 years, okay? Then we'll talk. Just kidding. I haven't done it straight for 4 years, but basically since 2018, I've pretty much only been flipping, I would say. And I think a lot of people think I play RuneScape a lot, but I don't really play that much compared to a lot of players. And I think that just comes with the nature of flipping, really. Teresa Powis says, what items are best for overnight flips? Teresa, it's going to depend on how much GP you have. We do have an overnight guide coming out on the channel very, very soon. It's literally, I have half of the thing edited. I just need a few more clips, a few more voiceovers on those clips, and it's going to be ready to be released. So we will have that out soon. But that being said, depending on your cash stack, just let me know how much you're working with, and I can recommend some items for you to try. If you have a lot of money, the item is going to be very different than what you would flip with a lower cash stack. We'll sell this last Sangwesi back. Probably cycle out of it after that. And nice, we have the Dexterous, the Justiciar face guard, and these Dragon Warhammers were just doing so excellent, and then they stopped. But we did have those listed for quite a while, and then they did, you know, 2 of them ended up selling off. So I think we might be around margin on that, and I would hate to shift it and take less profit if we can sell them off for there. So we're going to leave the Dragon Warhammers at this point, actually. Teresa Powis, if you have 100 mil, you're going to want to stick to basically high volume items overnight, I would say, for the most part. So sharks, mana rays, anything that you can sink a good amount of cash into and spread your cash across all of your Grand Exchange slots. 100 mil is like the perfect amount to flip overnight, like high volume items overnight, because you can spread your cash stack out in every single GE slot and still flip a lot of quantity with it. So Amethyst Crystal is great. I would say Ranar Weed, I would do a little bit of Ranar Weed. I wouldn't do too much. Magic Logs are great. What are some other good ones? You could do U-Logs, but there's probably a little bit too safe for you. I think you can maybe hunt some more profit outside of those. Air Orbs are really good to do overnight. Basically, anything I recommend high volume is going to be pretty good. Not too high volume, though, right? You don't want to do things like Zolver Scales because the margin on them is just not going to be good enough, and it might not stay consistently there for you or trend in the direction that you want, right? So I wouldn't do Zolver Scales, but I would do things... What are some other good ones? Like Magic Longbows or U-Longbows, those are really good options as well. That should be at least a decent list to start you off. If you do want more ideas, though, you can join us on Discord. I can give you plenty of ideas on there. We have a flipping list on there for overnights as well. And on top of all of that, I just might have more time to think about it than giving it to you on stream. But hopefully that helps you out at least a little bit. got the Dragon Claws off. We might have to sell these Armadillo Crossbows for a slight loss. Not my favorite thing to do, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Still nothing on those, so we'll be a little bit patient. I feel like we can sell this next Grazi for a lot more, because I don't know. I just have a feeling. I have no real analysis on that. It is taking a lot of time to get the second one, and the first ones we sold off were very quick, so I do imagine maybe the margin's trending upwards. So I'll list the second one for a little bit higher. Tokol says, my RNG has been absolutely crap until recently. He's over on YouTube, by the way. He says, I just got 2 Berserker rings on 52 KC and 1 at 55 KC, just learning how to kill Rex. That sounds like a lot better RNG than I've had in my entire time of playing RuneScape, so doesn't seem like you're off to a bad start. And look at that, we did get another Dragon Warhammer off, so just by being a little bit patient on that, we were able to make a little bit more money on it. Good stuff. Still have 553 mil sitting on the sidelines. I would like to get this Sanguesti off, just to secure that last final profit, and then just get out of the item and move on to something else with that extra slot, right? So we'll list that on our previous margin before. And look, we did stretch the margin on that Grazi like I anticipated, so that's actually great. Very happy with that. 703 mil. Let me think about that one a little bit here. I feel like we've already flipped so many things. We could do the Justiciar leg guards as well. It's been like a pretty quick session today. Like we got through a lot of items very quickly. By the way, guys, if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack or anything related to flipping in old school RuneScape, be sure to let me know. I'd love to help you guys out. This is the last stream of 2020, so be sure to tune in January 4th, 2021, when we will be back in action and live for you guys again. Also, if you want to connect with me while I am away, be sure to join us on Discord. I'm in there a lot. I post a lot of flips in there, and we'd love for you guys to join as well. We've got a flipping community of over 1,700 members, coming up on that 2,000 very, very shortly, so we'd love to have you guys. We have a Douglas Lockhart saying, do you play or flip in RuneScape 3? I started playing RuneScape 3, but I got bored and started old school a month ago. So Douglas, that's a great question. I have never played RS3. I've never flipped in it. I've never played in it. That being said, I have always been interested in trying out RuneScape 3, but what's held me back from trying flipping on RuneScape 3 is, unlike old school RuneScape, which I've played it pretty extensively, I know like what items are used for what in old school RuneScape, but in RuneScape 3, I don't know that. And I feel like RuneScape 3 has a lot more items, so I think there's more potential to make more money in RuneScape 3. That being said, I don't know any of the items. I'd have a tough time starting. I wouldn't know exactly what to flip off the bat, right? So that is the only thing that's really held me back. If I played RuneScape 3 for a bit, then I could probably figure it out and get into it, but I've just not really ever had an interest in RuneScape 3, I gotta be honest. Tokol says, what type of items do you see changing in price if the fishing boss makes it to old school? I think, the effects have already been seen on markets already. Dragon Harpoon, that's an obvious one that I think a lot of people have already started taking advantage of. There is some more items, but I think the Dragon Harpoon probably has the most potential and is going to be the most consistent. Now, at its current price point, I don't know. You'd have to decide if that's a good investment for you, and if you need some help figuring out maybe if it's the right time to invest or not, then go check out the Discord group and maybe ask some other players, or you can check out the YouTube channel where I do have an investing guide on there. I don't want to give specific price points or times to like quote-unquote buy in my videos, because if I do that, then people might see it as me trying to manipulate the market in a certain way. So I will recommend if, hey, I think this is a good investment, or oh, that's not a good investment in my opinion, but I won't tell you the specific price to buy at because I feel like it's a little bit skeevy, so I won't do that. World of RS says, I know a guy who has thousands of Dragon Harpoons bought at 500k plus. Yeah, it's very common. People get ready for those investments, man. I didn't think it would go up because it was so obvious. You think the thing with the Dragon Hunter Harpoon, or Dragon Hunter Harpoon, the Dragon Harpoon is it's like, it is, there's definitely some opportunity there. Maybe even still, that's up for you to decide, but it's just like, I didn't think it was going to go up this much in price, personally. I was surprised, but now that I look back on it, it makes a little bit more sense. The biggest thing with the Harpoon investment was the timeline. Who knew when that was coming out? Like, it was only recently that we knew the fishing boss was coming to the game when it was, right? Because the fishing boss was supposed to come out a lot, like 3 months ago, I think, almost. But then Jagex pulled it back and they did some rework on it, right? So, because I think the community didn't like it or something like that. So there's been a huge shift in the time frame for that one. So that affects the investment timeline a little bit. So if you did have a lot of time, then you could get into it. That being said, if you bought a ton of harpoons and it didn't go in the direction you wanted it to, or it took a really long time, then maybe it's not the best investment. But I feel like that gave people with a lot of money a great opportunity to get into that flip, set a little bit of cash aside for that, and just ride out the hype. And I'm sure they're really happy about it right now. Jay Hefner says it's trading around 1 million now, the Harpoon. Yeah, it's basically gone up double in price since like where it was trading around like 400, 500K. And before that, it was even cheaper. It was like 300K. But I think the initial mention of the fishing boss, the Harpoons went to like 800K, and then they went back down to 500K. And only recently have begun a quite a big price run. So it's interesting to see. And if you missed, like, if you didn't invest in the Dragon Harpoons or something and you're mad about it and you're upset, I would just tell you this. There are plenty of opportunities to find investments like this in old school RuneScape. The most powerful ones come around updates, but these could be bot banning events and things like that cause really insane reactions where people start buying up items because they expect them to be worth more in the future. A great recent example of this is the red spider eggs, right? I think Sir Pugger made a video saying Jagex was banning these red spider egg collecting bots. Red spider eggs shot up in price. Boom, huge price shoot. Also, then Sir Pugger makes a video about Jagex banning Zulrah bots. Zulrah items spike in price. And those are temporary spikes. They didn't last, right? So those events like that are catalysts for these market movements. And just keep that in mind. There's plenty of opportunities. You just got to keep your eyes out. You've got to keep your flipping network connected. You got to know other players who know a lot about flipping in RuneScape. And hey, I might be the perfect resource for you in regards to that. So be sure to join us on Discord to stay tuned to all the news when it comes out. I mean, I won't be on top of it right away, but I'll do my best. And the thing is, like, I would say I have some presence within the flipping community. I mean, I know a couple people who are pretty good at flipping, and that helps with, like, getting better insight into investments and things like that. So, anyway. Stu Flea says, flip the poon. Oh, my God. I mean, you're not wrong, but should we flip one? I think, well, I don't think well, we could. I mean, we could. I think I'm at limit, though. I think I flipped them before. Tokul says, dang, I wasn't even playing 3 months ago. I would have invested. Yeah, it's always like, you know, you can never really know before, but, like, there's a lot of good indicators. And once you've played RuneScape for a while, like, you know how things are going to react in certain situations. How rich do you think the biggest merching whales are, says Jim OSRS. Oh, God. Like, biggest whales, the biggest, they've got to be like 1,000 bill. Like, they've got to be extremely rich. Like, trillion, maybe, I would think. You know, the way I look at it is, like, look at SparkMax Bank. Like, there's players you don't even know about who have that or more. So I would think someone's got, you know, 1,000 bill for sure. David Wolf says, Scapenomics, when's the next long stream? I can smell the train coming. The dono train. Oh my god. Well, this will be the last stream of 2020 today. Then we're going to take a little bit of break from the streams. I have a few video uploads that'll go out during my break for you guys to enjoy. And I'm just going to take a little bit of time off, go see the family a little bit. And on top of that as well, we're going to get ready for 2021. It's going to be a big year for us, guys. I can feel it. So hopefully you guys are ready for that. And I'm definitely ready. Let's do the ring of... Actually, let's do the Dragon Hunter crossbow, actually. That'd be a good one. Oguzan says, shall I invest in antidotes in case COVID-19 hits RuneScape? Yo, buy masks, bro. You gotta buy a mask. Get that mask, get that antidote. You never know, man. I like that. Funny comment. And we'll get 4 of those Dragon Hunter crossbows listed. Nice, family first. Yeah, I haven't seen them in a while. I didn't even see them for Thanksgiving, so, like, I feel like I should probably go see them, you know? But I always, you know, I really do not like stepping away and not being able to make content. Like, it's, not that I'm addicted to it, but I feel like I have this community and I want to keep it growing and I want to keep uploading for it. So, you win some, you lose some. We do have 2 face cards. We're going to turn around and sell those. We are coming up on the hour mark here, so we're going to cut back a couple of our flips that are outstanding here. We'll let the Dragon Hunter crossbow sit for a little bit, though, since we just performed a margin check on it. Pegasian's almost done, although the last one sold about 10 minutes ago, so we're going to adjust that. Should sell for about that. A little bit less on that, about 20k less on that last one. And we'll go ahead and list those. Oh, wow. Light guards basically instantly selling. Happy with that. Okay, no luck on the Armadillo crossbows yet, which is kind of shocking. Also, we haven't sold any of the Dexterous Prayer Scrolls yet either, which is also kind of sad. Wow, I listed that for a fair bit lower and it's not selling. We're just going to leave that then. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in today. If you are watching with us over on YouTube, be sure to drop a like. If you're over on Twitch, good to see you. Thank you for stopping by over on there as well. And also, on top of that, guys, if you're not with us on Discord, be sure to join us. We have a community of over 1,700 members that are dedicated to flipping and money making in old school RuneScape, and we would love to have you guys on there. So you're definitely missing out on a good portion of the content that you enjoy here if you're not with us on Discord. 4.7 mil in profit so far. We could easily break that 5 mil mark if we get some sell action going on here. So we'll sit on it for a little bit longer and we'll see if we can actually get this sold off here. Toko says, I'm saving up for 1 dex and you're flipping 4. It's the name of the game, man. I've been around for a long time. I'm like a boomer in old school RuneScape. That's how I feel. Like, I wonder, how many people do you think still play, like, if they started playing old school RuneScape in, like, 2013, how many people do you think are still playing? Personally, like, old school RuneScape on the re-release, right? Not, like, the old school, not, like, RuneScape 2. But anyway, I started in 2015 when old school RuneScape released free-to-play. That's what got me into it, and then from there, I started to get membership and stuff like that. So that was, like, the deciding factor for me to come back to RuneScape, and I would say I've basically been playing on and off ever since. The longest break I took for RuneScape, I think, was about 3 months, I think. That's about right. And we got that second Dragon Hunter Lance off. Nice 5.1 mil profit there. Maybe we'll lower the dex just a little bit. They typically do take a while to trade, so you don't want to really rush the margin on the dex too much. you should do a general store GE flipping video of buying and selling from shops. I could. I typically don't do a lot of content outside flipping, but I would like to make money makers that are not flipping for the channel, so you guys can actually use them. And because I know a lot of players, they're like, hey, I have X amount of GP, can I flip? And I typically say, like, you can flip, but it's not going to be worth your time, is basically what I say, because it's true. But I would like to have some other money makers that people can use if they don't have enough money to flip to actually get them to that cash tag level. At the start of the stream, you told me it was a 1 hour live stream, but it has to be 1 hour and 1 minute. I think we're at 1 hour and 3 minutes right now. About to be 1 hour and 4 minutes. And we are going to wrap it up here. I just want to give it another minute to see if we can sell off like one of these items and kind of cap out our profit a little bit. You know, I don't know why we margin check this Dragon Hunter crossbow if we're not going to be able to flip one, but we'll try and do like a few. We'll try and do 2 of them. Hopefully we can squeeze them in here. The Justice Year will take a while, I think, so we're just going to be patient on that as well. Actually, I'm going to knock it down just a little bit. Ever so slightly. And we'll let that sit there. I've played since release, on and off. You never really quit. Yeah, like, well, the thing that kept me going was I had the YouTube channel, right? So, like, even though I did take a small break from it, I wanted to come back to it. Because even then, we were hitting some, you know, YouTube is a weird thing, right? Because it makes you come back for more, right? You start to build this community, you start to get subscribers and stuff like that, and you don't want to stop making videos because you're going to stop growing and people are going to stop watching. It's like this weird addiction that you have to it. Not in an unhealthy way, but it's like, it's one of those, it's a hobby of mine, but it's a 24/7 hobby. I always think about YouTube. I'm always like, when's my next thing coming out? I have to stream XYZ. I have to schedule it into my day. I take it very seriously. And it's a great hobby. I mean, I couldn't ask for a more fun hobby, a more rewarding hobby, but it is a lot of effort. It really is. And obviously, all YouTube channels are different as well, right? Maybe some don't upload as frequently, or some are not gaming content, whatever it is. But I like to keep it consistent for you guys. You can see my face. And anyway. Alright, I don't think we're going to have any luck on the Dragon Hunter crossbows here, so we're going to cut back on those. Everything else we will be leaving at the Grand Exchange here, but for this live episode today, we currently are at 5.1 mil profit, and I think we're going to cap the stream off there. A couple announcements before we end today, though, guys. Just wanted to say that if you haven't joined us on Discord, please join us and enter the flipping competition. We currently have a flipping competition going on right now in the Discord group with upwards of, I think it's like 30 mil in prizes in total if you win. So keep that in mind. Anyone can enter the competition. Do not be afraid to enter it. It doesn't matter your profit, but just please, please, please enter the competition. There's only a couple days left. Submissions end December 24th at midnight. So be sure to get your flips in by Christmas, guys. It's really, really important if you want to win that money. We also got a Dexter's Prayer scroll off. Super nice. But on top of that as well, be sure to join us on Discord just in general. And if you did enjoy the stream, leave a like. This will be the last stream of 2020. So I hope you guys have an awesome holiday. Please stay safe out there. Stay playing RuneScape, okay? Don't stop playing RuneScape. It's very important for your mental health, okay? We all love RuneScape here. I know that. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching today. Be sure to drop a like if you enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you guys in 2021. Stay safe, guys.